Each of us dreams of achieving success. However, not all of us are able to make our dreams come true. From ancient times, people have long puzzled over whether there is a secret formula that can bring us to the top of the world. As you probably know, all people are different. We are not in equal conditions from the moment of birth. We have different talents and abilities. At the very same time, some people develop their own formula for success, and it worked for many of them. Who knows, there are high chances that by watching this video to the end, you will discover a formula that will help you achieve what you dream of. Malcolm Gladwell revealed his success formula in his book called Outliers: The Story of Success. He called it the 1-0-0-0-0-hour rule. His unique formula is based on a study conducted by Norwegian psychologist Anders Ericsson in 1993. Ericsson studied the practice of violinists on a professional level and found that the most successful violinists trained almost 10,000 hours on average before becoming one of the best artists in their field. Later, researchers expanded this rule to other areas such as sports, science, art, music, and business. Of course, the number of hours is approximate. Everything depends on the skills of a particular person, while the role of a teacher is also very important. But no one will argue with the fact that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. After all, talent is just a small bonus at the start. Every successful person had to put in a lot of effort to get to the top. The more time you devote to your favorite business, the higher your chances of success. Most people are driven by laziness and prefer rest and entertainment instead of working work and choosing self-development. According to Gladwell, that is why not everyone becomes successful. Canadian and American psychologist Albert Bandura has developed a concept called the theory of self-efficacy. According to this theory, people who believe in their abilities are often more motivated and find ways to achieve their goals, even when faced with obstacles and setbacks. Self-efficacy can also help people cope with stress and anxiety as they feel more confident in their abilities. To develop your self-efficacy, you need to focus on your achievements and successes, as well as on your strengths. At the same time, it does not mean that you need to deny your weaknesses. However, focusing on your weaknesses prevents you from moving toward the goal and often leads to depression. In addition, an important role is played by the environment, which should inspire, support, and motivate. Communication with those people who make you doubt your abilities should be stopped or at least minimized if we are talking about close relatives. Believing in your strengths and abilities is not a guarantee of success, but it can make the process of achieving goals more enjoyable and effective. Every person was told at least once in their life that they would achieve nothing. As soon as you believe in it, you will get nothing. Back in the 50s of the last century, American psychologist David McClelland developed a theory of achievement motivation. This theory assumes that people have an innate need to achieve goals and success, and that this determines their behavior. According to the theory, the motivation for achievement depends on 3 factors. The first is our expectations. That is our dreams and the belief that we will be able to make them come true. The second is values. For example, for someone, the biggest dream is to have a stable income and a roof over their head. The attributes of luxurious life for such people are not a priority. Others dream of luxury cars, traveling around the world, and so on. The higher the level of their dreams, the more likely it is to eventually make them come true. The main thing you need to remember is that the goal must be real. Social support plays an important role. People with a high level of achievement motivation tend to set complex and realistic goals, strive to develop their skills and abilities, and take responsibility for their successes and failures. They believe that their efforts will definitely be rewarded, but they understand that it can take a long time. As they say, it's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. In the 60s, the last century, the American psychiatrist and writer Raymond Moody proposed a theory of mental preparation. This theory assumes that a person must be prepared psychologically and physically in order to achieve high results in their field. Even though it seems that this fact is obvious, Moody was the first person to transform it into a scientific concept. According to the theory, psychological preparation includes motivation, the concentration of attention, and confidence in abilities. Physical training includes exercising and body preparation. This theory is of great importance in sports psychology and the psychology of success. It helps people understand the importance of mental and physical fitness for success and maximum productivity. It is also important to remember that each person is unique and requires an individual approach to training, which takes into account their level of motivation, abilities, and goals. Everyone understands that in order to win sports competitions, one needs to prepare a lot. If an athlete has already lost to an opponent in his imagination, they will never win in reality. Currently, the theory of positive psychology is gaining more and more popularity. There are many books about it, and it is difficult to single out anyone who has made the greatest contribution to the popularization of this theory. The founder of the theory is considered to be Martin Seligman. He was the first to suggest exploring the positive aspects of life, such as love, joy, gratitude, optimism, life satisfaction, growth, and development. The goal of positive psychology is to help people achieve a better quality of life by finding those moments that contribute to well-being and happiness. It examines the most important phenomena, such as the meaning of life, happiness, psychological well-being, and ways to achieve these states. One of the key concepts of positive psychology is the idea that happiness and well-being can be developed and strengthened. To do this, one needs to focus on the positive aspects, develop their strengths, and be aware of their values and goals. After all, keeping a positive attitude is good for your health, and a smile is the best way to make you look astonishing. Today, the idea of positive psychology is actively promoted by various personal growth coaches. One of the most famous motivational speakers is Tony Robbins. His formula for success sounds the following: purity of thoughts mixed with emotional charge and mixed with action gives you results. One of the main ideas of Tony Robinson's philosophy is the idea that people can overcome any obstacles and achieve any goals if they have enough motivation and energy. He believes that in order to achieve the goals, it is necessary to develop a clear action plan and constantly work. Tony believes that our lives are determined by how we think and what actions we take. Therefore, to achieve success in life, you need to learn how to manage your thoughts and emotions. Another theory of success is called the win-win theory in English. In some other languages, it may sound like the winner takes it all. It means that having even a tiny advantage, it will be easier for a person to succeed. It is not necessary to be twice as good as the opponent. It is enough to be only 1% better in order to be high at the top in the future. This concept is even reflected in the Bible and sounds like, "For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them." This phrase sounds like a parable of talents. In general, the largest monetary unit among Jews in biblical times is used as a symbol. It is called talent, but the name of money has a very symbolic name. The parable tells that the master lent his slaves the same amount of talents, but someone managed to multiply them, and someone buried them in the ground to hide them from the master. When it came time to pay the bills, those who had increased their wealth honestly wanted to give their talents, but the master refused to accept them and rewarded the slaves for their honesty and diligence. Those who buried their talents in the ground were punished. There is a deep philosophical meaning hidden in this parable. After all, each of us is given certain talents at birth, but some develop them, while others bury what they have in the ground. The former sooner or later find themselves at the top, and the lives of others will get worse and worse every day. I hope that the majority of the viewers of the current video are ready to work and multiply their talents. If you are such a person, please like this video so that everyone can see how many winners there are among us.